What's that? Lost your voice. Don't make yourself sick. No, no, no.
Welcome back to our channel, Life with the Bridges. For those who don't know us, this is me, Scott. This is my wife, Katie, and this is our son, Super Ted. We are the Bridge family, trying to get the most out of this rat race we all call life. In September 2021, we found our dreams had come true. We were expecting a new addition to the Bridge family. We spent the next 9 months, like any normal parents would, preparing our life for the arrival of our new baby boy. On the 11th of May 2022 at 11:11 AM, we were blessed with the birth of our son. He was perfect. We instantly felt love like we'd never experienced before, and our family of 4 we've always dreamed of was finally complete. We had the most magical first 8 months with Teddy, experienced all that life had to offer. Then, on the 24th of February 2023, our whole world got turned upside down when we got told our 9-month-old son had been diagnosed with high-risk AML Leukaemia.
Do not take life for granted.
We spent the next 6 months, 184 days to be exact, at Great Ormond Street Hospital. He endured 2 rounds of chemotherapy, a full bone marrow transplant, in hope that this would save our son's life. It was important to us that we documented every part of his journey to raise awareness and give childhood cancer the exposure it deserves. After riding the hellish and unpredictable storm, Teddy made it to the end of his treatment and rang that bell. You are joining us now in our next chapter of this journey at home at Bridge HQ, as we try to rebuild our life and continue to spread awareness about what it's like to have a child post-cancer and transplant, in hope that this second chance at life we've been given is forever. So if you're interested in following our journey, don't forget to like our videos, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell as we document our life as the Bridge family.
Welcome back to a new week here with Life of the Bridges. This week we are going to be turning Bridge HQ into a Christmas grotto as we put up our Christmas decorations with Teddy, who is just going to be incredible this year. We are something we've been looking forward to, and it's something that we've been longing when we were in hospital, that we're hoping and praying that we would make it to Christmas out of hospital, and our fingers are tightly crossed still that this continues to happen. For this reason, we're going to get our Christmas decorations up nice and early, just so we can get in that festive spirit and start enjoying the Christmas spirit this year with our little boy. Also, we are waiting for impending doctor's talks just about what it means for his chimerism results to have dropped down to 91%, which we are absolutely gutted about, to be honest. But his myeloid count still is 100%, and that is the one that we need to keep focused on, because obviously having acute myeloid leukemia, that is the one that needs to stay up at 100%. But we are still a little bit concerned why his T cells are dropping, so we are waiting for that conversation with the doctors. We also are waiting for his impedance study, which is to do further checks on his reflux that potentially is causing this cough, which is where they put a tube down his throat, I'm assuming through his other nostril, the one that's not been used by the NG tube, which has sensors down the tube, and then has to stay in for 24 hours to then test whether there is acid coming up the thoracic pipe or tube, and then therefore diagnose the reflux is causing the problem or not. So a lot is happening this week, so it may be a bit of a testing week for us here at Life of the Bridges, but we are just going to take it in our stride, take it day by day, and we have contacted the doctors to try and find answers about where this week is going to go. But we're looking forward to putting up our Christmas decorations, hanging on to that little bit of positivity. But for now, here's a new week here, and we are excited to get it underway. A slight update on his cough. For some reason, about 5-6 days ago, it stopped. And having changed his whole diet to dairy and soya free, tried warm and cold milk, we've tried feeding him about an hour before he goes to bed, because when he lays down in bed, that is when his cough is the worst. I tried all these different things and nothing changed. And then all of a sudden, one night he just stopped coughing and he continued to be cough-free for a few days, which we can't explain, which we don't know why or what's happened or what's changed. But yeah, last night he started coughing again when we got the first night. We came home after caravanning. We don't really know why that started. We questioned whether it may be an allergy towards Willow because we didn't take Willow caravanning. He had 4 days without her and was cough-free. So that could be something to explore. Either way, it's still ongoing and it's a lot better than it was. So we're hoping we have turned a bit of a corner and we continue to be cough-free. So as an overall roundup, he's doing really, really well. We just need to get to the bottom of this cough and find out what's going on with these donor cells, which is worrying, yes. There's always that worry of relapse, but we continue to stay positive, take it day by day, and don't worry about anything until it presents itself. So that's a nice little roundup to start our week. We continue to thank you guys for following and supporting our journey. Now we're outside of hospital and continue to plan these lovely adventures in the future and keep fingers crossed that Teddy stays cancer-free.
With winter on its way, the seasons were changing. The dark pastel colours. The leaves begin to fall, the ice cold trickle in streams, the flowers bursting for the last time of the year, the pine cones swinging in the breeze, and those gormless golden retrievers waiting by the lakeside for you to throw a biscuit in for her. That's true end of autumn, and officially the start of the countdown to Christmas begins. After an amazing few days last week in the caravan, normality had resumed. And it was our one and only fluffy child's birthday.
Willow is turning 4. It's our little birthday box of treats, as it is her birthday. Is it your birthday? How old are you? 4? Oh, good girl. You ready for your presents? You've been very patient this year. It wasn't your best year, because we weren't around for most of it, mate, but next year's going to be even better. Or this year's going to be even better. Hey, he's a good girl. Come on in. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Willow. Happy birthday to you. Listen, what's this, Ted? It's a monkey, look. Oh. It's for Willow. And she's got a duck, look.
And a big ball.
Whack. For you, darling. You've got all new toys. And then we've got an owl. Good crocodile goes. Snap, snap. Wow, what a lucky girl. Yes, snap. Yeah. Happy birthday, doggy. You're waiting so patiently, Teddy. You're going to give Willow one of her birthday treats. Let's get them now. There for Willow. Good boy. Wait. Go on then. Teddy's having chocolate and Willow's having her treats. What a lovely birthday. We're sharing.
Oh wow, pass it to Willow.
That's Willow's crocodile.
Yes.
It's not chocolate, it's a Willow treat, darling. This is an early Christmas present, but I'm just going to give it to him. We're going to build our own den, aren't we? Yeah. Look at that, Ted. What do you think of your den? You buy cheap, you get cheap. The tent don't even fit. You live and you learn. It's not even bothered. Glad I didn't just spend 10 minutes doing it and the time lapse didn't work because my memory ran out. Oh, he's going in. It's your den. In you go. Hey. That's it. 20 minutes well worth it. He's in it now. You're in your den. Do you want your shark in there? Wow, all your toys in there. What about your donkey? Would you like your donkey in your den? Donkey, wow. That's pretty cool. What about your dinosaur in there? Ted, you're on your second crumpet. Wow, you big clever boy. This is massive. He hasn't eaten anything like this for a long, long time. 3 minutes late for his meds, but food is a priority. His meds can wait for the minute. Have some more crumpet. Get in. Second crumpet going in. Yay! And we've had to get the penguin, a donkey, and another penguin to eat lunch with us. I'm proud of you, mate. Well done. With both the penguins, the donkey and Teddy all full up, it was time to finally do his meds. Meds done, 2 crumpets in. Get in. We've got our parrot and our doggy. Milk done, bath done. Just waiting for his milk to go down. And then we're going to put him to bed. Good night, my boy. I'm so proud of you. Love you loads. Another day done. Another day blessed with you, mate. I feel so grateful. Love you. Teddy!
What are you doing? Eating. Willow's eating. Is she a lucky girl?
Yes.
Yay.
Whilst Teddy was feeding up Willow for winter, we received a phone call from the doctor to make a plan for going forward.
So the most important thing is to check that, but because of all his chest issues, we've been getting stuck to get this BMA slot.
The first part of our discussion with the doctors was trying to work out the logistics, times and dates to get Teddy's impedance study booked in. Then I wanted to ask some questions regarding his chimerism results.
Regarding these chimerism, we've just had a couple of questions. Obviously, his myeloid part of the chimerism was still 100%, which is so far from what we've spoken to other consultants is the one that we need to be worried about. If that drops, then that's the problematic one. But with the T cells, the ones that have dropped down to 71 or whatever it is there a reason why that is dropping? Or obviously, I know you're going to be doing the BMA to understand that. Is there a reason why they do drop, or do they fluctuate quite a lot?
You know, like we see a lot of difference, and we don't really understand why. We know that there's risk factors, as in infections, prolonged immune suppression. Those things can remove strength on the new cells and make it kind of like lose power against the body who, recognizes their own immune system instead of the new one.
So by doing the bone marrow aspiration, you'll be able to understand exactly what's going on and then potentially a reason why the T cells are dropping.
Not the reason why the T cells are dropping, but we will know if we have to worry.
So if it continues to drop, and his T cells continue to drop, what does that mean?
If it's only on the T cells, we don't know. But there's an increased risk of relapse when you have mixed chimerism. But if it drops on the granulocyte, that's when we would worry a lot.
Is that the myeloid? This myeloid side?
Yeah, the myeloid, yeah.
Okay. Time to go and get some fresh air, freshen his head after that phone call.
In all honesty, after that phone call, our minds were scrambled, but the bottom line is we need the results from the bone marrow aspiration to see if Teddy had relapsed.
Nice walk, wasn't it? Time to warm up inside, get those hands a little bit warm, hey? So, as a bit of an update and reflection from that phone call, we are going up on Tuesday for his impedance study, which is testing for his reflex, and then we wait to hear about this bone marrow aspiration. I just heard the words, any time anyone has a split chimerism, there's a higher chance of relapse. And it's just sent my heart into oblivion again. Again, stay positive, don't worry about anything until it presents itself, but high chance of relapse. Look at him, apart from the cough, he's still doing really well. I just pray it doesn't happen, man. I can't deal with that hospital experience. And even worse, we've got clinic research cells and potentially this bone marrow aspiration on the 6th of December, which the results will come back before Christmas. And so if it is bad news, then we may be spending Christmas in Gosh, which would be devastating, but it hasn't happened yet. So keep positive, live for the day, and enjoy our time with the boy as we do and have been doing on a daily basis.
Although no bad results have been given to us yet, conversations like this really bring you crashing back down to earth and make our dream of drifting off into the future to live a happy and healthy life seem somewhat impossible. We knew this road to recovery was going to be long and hard, but having a child post AML Leukaemia is truly life-changing.
So today is a special day. I've just got back from work, and because Teddy doesn't really understand me, I can say it in front of him. But what he doesn't realise is that we, whilst he napped, are going to put up all the Christmas decorations and turn Bridge HQ into the Christmas grotto. Obviously, after the news of his BMA going to be happening early December, we don't know where Christmas will be this year. Hopefully at home, but we are going to get our Christmas decorations up nice and early. And so hopefully when he wakes up, the tree will be up, the decorations will be hanging, and it'll be a wow moment for Teddy. So that is the plan for today. We're excited. Christmas is coming to Bridge HQ early this year, so we can get the most out of it for whatever happens and wherever our future takes us. So breathing a little bit of positivity this morning, and yeah, a surprise is in store for you, my boy. This year, hopefully he'll remember it, and it will be a very special Christmas. So a bit of an update from today. Kate's actually taken Teddy into town just to go and walk around the garden centre with her sister. But he's woken up with a little bit more of a cough. The cough had settled down over the last few days, which is amazing, so we thought that was like positive. But his cough seems to be pretty wet again, and he's got like green snotty nose. So I know we're in virus season, but again, we've just got to be so cautious with a child with post-transplant. Just always err on the side of caution, so we say. So when she's in town, she was going to take him into our local hospital just to double check if he get him checked over, but also see if they can prescribe some antibiotics, because Kate's worried that she doesn't want to turn into a bacterial infection and then therefore end up spiking fevers and end up in the hospital for 48 hours. So she's gone into hospital with him just to get that all done. Obviously with the procedures, like the impedance study that's coming up on Tuesday next week, we just want to keep him as well as possible, just so we can finally go ahead with these procedures to actually try and get to the bottom of this cough and cold. So yeah, slightly worrying, because again, as a post-transplant parent, you just naturally think that with the news that we had from the doctor yesterday with the high risk of relapse, anything like this instantly embeds you with this horrendous fear that it could be the start of relapse. And I don't know what my gut's saying. I'm not being a pessimistic person at all. I know how high the chances are of him relapsing is. And yeah, I've just got this horrendous fear that we are gonna go down that route and end up being in hospital over Christmas and all of that horrendous thought process. Ugh. But again, remind ourselves that we stay positive and don't worry about anything until it presents itself. And hopefully they will come through that door with some antibiotics that will help him and everything will be okay. So I just had an update seconds after that last video. Teddy's had his observations and they're just waiting to see a doctor. His oxygen sats are 95, which is pretty normal for Teddy. Heart rate 130, again baseline, normal for Teddy, but his temperature is 37.4. Now that's worrying, because he always sits around about 36.6-ish, so that's high, very high. So we could be impending a hospital trip. Oh, God, it's just literally embeds me with fear. Absolutely embeds me with fear. Just trying to keep myself busy and put the washing away. I tell you what, Kate is so good in situations like this. I just called her just to double check on Ted and if he was okay and how he's presenting. And apparently he's presenting fine, but they're just waiting for a doctor. And as all hospitals, they are quite slow and whatever. So, but she just seems so calm and stuff like that. And I just feel like a nervous wreck. I feel like I'm like shaking and stuff like that, just because again it's just that reminder of where we are and what we have to deal with, and it just, you think over time it would get better and you'd become more level-headed, but I tell you what, anything that comes close to going back to hospital or relapse or Teddy not being okay, it just sends me into a nervous wreck, which is gutting, to be honest, but I guess it is what it is. Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't help. It doesn't stop me worrying. Fingers crossed we are all home tonight and we can put up our Christmas decorations whilst Teddy's asleep, which was the plan. But as always, some things don't go to plan. So another slight update. I've just kind of come for a walk to keep my mind nice and clear. Also, my car is well and truly broken at the minute, so I'm waiting for that to be sorted out. Yeah, I thought it was fixed, but clearly not. But that's a drop in the ocean in comparison to worries with Teddy. Kate's update is that they're on their way home. They have done an MPA, which is the nasal suction, just to test for any viruses. They've also rerunning his bloods to check for his infection markers to see if they're high. They can't prescribe any antibiotics until they know what it is, so the bloods will kind of come back within the next couple of hours. So if his infection markers are high, then we can get prescribed some antibiotics, which we can go and collect later. If they're sky high, then we're going to have to go back into hospital for IV antibiotics, but we shall wait to hear for that. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen, but the precautions have been taken. You always got to trust your gut. He's just got back, late meds are in, and he fell asleep for 10 minutes in the car, so we're just going to try and give him some milk and put him back down so we don't lose this nap opportunity. And yeah, I guess we just sit tight and wait for bloods.
Teddy's blood look okay.
Oh, okay.
So his CRP is 40.
Okay.
So isn't massively high at all.
No.
And his hemoglobin, fine, it's 109.
Yeah.
White cells 4.9.
Yeah. Okay.
Neutrophils 3.01. Platelets 417. But everything else looks okay.
Brilliant. We'll wait and hear if the BMT want any antibiotics just in case.
Yeah.
But...
Let's go, the Christmas decoration! Woo! Christmas is coming to Bridge HQ. Let's go! Ready for the big reveal for the lights. Oh, hey! Christmas Teddy! Woohoo! Now to decorate it. Just had a phone call from the hospital and it turns out they do want him to go on antibiotics. So I am shooting over to Tunbridge Wells to go and collect them, leaving Kate with Ted's under the tree. And by the time I get back, it should be finished. There is no rest for the wicked. Off to our local hospital to pick up his antibiotics. But we are happy with that. Oh, hang on, let me get a bit of light. We are happy with that purely because it keeps him covered and his infection markers usually are delayed rising. If we can get these antibiotics in him tonight, they can start working and hopefully catch his infection before it gets too high. So it's good news for us, just going into hospital to collect meds rather than going to hospital with my son. Get in! Putting out the Christmas decorations paused, but we can press play on that when Teddy goes back to bed. For now, to Tunbridge Wells. Have acquired the goods. We've got amoxicillin for the next 5 days, 3 times a day. Fingers crossed this stops any potential fevers. Time to go home and resume our evening. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Willa, look at the tree. Begin. under there? You under the Christmas tree? Later, Daddy's going to show you all the lights that he's put up. All our Gaga's got lights in it.
Amongst all the nice festive jobs still lies the normal post-BMT jobs like sorting out Teddy's syringes.
Say go, go.
2, 1.
Woo!
Look at those, Teddy. Look at the lights. Christmas is at Bridge HQ. What do you think, Willow? Can see all your poo sparkling on the lawn now.
You like it?
That ends another video here with Life of the Bridges. Don't forget to join us for our next video when we get our first night away from Teddy and get dressed up to go to the races. And unfortunately, Teddy takes a turn for the worst. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ladies and gentlemen from the Bridge family, Happy New Year. And remember, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised.